Alrighty, everyone, welcome back to Arizona Cardinals franchise on Madden 26. It is week 5, and we have an interesting face off here. Little bird on bird action here. Arizona Cardinals 4-0 versus the 0-4 Atlanta Falcons. And we are at home on Sunday night primetime. It's very interesting that it's on Sunday night, but that's besides the point. Looking at last week's weekly awards, Buda Baker made it here 11 tackles, a sack, and 2 interceptions. He did play really well. I would have honestly given it to Jalen Thompson, but to be fair, both safeties had a really good game. So I'd say that was reasonable. Mike Wilson, see if we can throw him a little bit more money, and he will stay with the team. Froholt, we'll throw a little bit more money at him. Still needs more. Okay. James Conner. He has the mentor tag. I think just because he has the mentor tag, I think we have to re-sign him for a year. All right, he's going to want more money as well. And I think we are going to re-sign Garrett Williams. Probably just not for that long. We're going to do a 2-year deal, but for more money. Okay, he wants more money. On top of that, Baron Browning, we're still unsure on. Anything to do with scouting? Doesn't look like it. Let's go ahead into weekly strategy here. Of course, we got our good old Reed Blocktion already on. We obviously have our developments on here. And then I think we're going to go with which one? Playing the Falcons here. So they're going to really want to get it out to Bijan. I'm thinking in between aerial suppression and interior havoc. Oh, hold on. Oh, that's all we have. Well, I forgot I have the scouts thing on. Do we want to take trench goblins off and upgrade this? I think we do. I feel like that's going to help us more. We are not going to use the pitch perfect anymore. We've decided that because that's just, it hasn't been working. There's some fun plays on there, but it just hasn't been working. We'll go with the 3-4 and QB runs. And we will continue with those. We do see Dylan Easley has star. Don't see Joshua Ramos's yet. And looks like backup center Julius Wallace is out with a dislocated shoulder. Trey Benson's still out with his broken finger. Defensively, Reed Blankenship's going to be out with an ACL sprain. Okay, that's interesting. That's going to change our strategy a little bit here. So that means Buda Baker's going to be playing only safety. And we're going to be seeing more Sam Womack, Max Melton today. I would assume is probably going to be the way we decide to go today. Obviously, I would have preferred to have Buda Baker be available to cover. I guess honestly, maybe him at safety is where we would have wanted him anyways, covering Kyle Pitts. But for now, that's what I'm thinking here for this game. Josh Ramos gets an upgrade here. Do we want him to be a real receiver? At some point would be nice, right? Could give him deep threat, I guess. Just see what happens. Either that or playmaker. Let's do playmaker. He goes up 2 overall there. It's pretty good. Gets a bunch of different upgrades. That's pretty solid. And that's all right. Let's check on the injury report real quick. Let's see what we're looking at here timeline wise. So Trey Benson, week to week. He'll probably be back next week. I think Tip Ryman missed 2 games with a broken finger, so hoping for that similar timeline. We're gonna skip the weekly recap, I think. Anytime I go second in terms of playing in order with Voodoo, who, again, if you haven't watched his series with the Giants, go watch that. He's in this franchise with me as well, so definitely worth checking it out. While I was remembering here, I want to upgrade his arrow suppression, and we're gonna upgrade it all the way to platinum. And it looks like the Falcons are clean slate here, so they have an advantage in that regard, and that they're going to need that because they are looking to turn their season around here. We are going to wear some interesting uniforms, I think. Let's see what we got. I'm going to do something different. Oh, God, should we go with these? These just look like the 49ers, but like way worse. Maybe let's go to the 90s classics. And actually, do they have 90s? They do. We'll do 90s, a 90s battle here on Sunday night primetime. That's kind of fun. We'll see here. If we can pick up a win on Sunday Night Football and continue our win streak versus the Atlanta Falcons, it's gonna be a interesting battle here. We can't let this be a trap game here on primetime at home State Farm Arena Stadium. And there's Big Red with the air raid siren. And, you know, here's Falcons 0-4. They're kind of getting desperate at this point for a win. Whereas we are looking, I don't know. It's weird. We're 4-0, but we don't feel, I mean, you look at the yards allowed there versus yards gained last week. We gave up 140 more yards than we got. And it's just been, I don't know, we've been able to get these wins, but it's just not been, it has not been consistent. Consistent great play, I guess, would be what I should say. Michael Penix is here and healthy. Bijan is very good. They did trade Tyler Algier last season to the Browns. They do have Arian Brown, who was on my board as a rookie draft pick potential guy there. They also have Austin Eckler. They have Ben Van Sumeren, legend for my Samurais franchise. At fullback, they have Drake London, the receiver, along with rookie Glenn Barnett, who was a first-round projection, and he looks incredible right now. He's 98 speed. That is going to be a problem for sure. And then they have Darnell Mooney, Tutu Atwell as well. Kyle Pitts is still here. They got Jake Matthews, Matthew Bergeron, Ethan Pocic, Chris Lindstrom, and it looks like they're missing. No, they just have a horrible other tackle spot here, so they're starting Jack Nelson at right tackle. Not a great group over there. On defense, though, Jalen Walker and James Pierce Jr., the two second-year now edge rusher duo, along with Ruko Bororo and Bobby Brown and Tierre Tart on the interior. It's at Sam linebacker, they got Divine Diablo, Caden Ellis at the mic, and Devin Bush at the will. AJ Terrell is corner 1 with Clark Phillips and Jalen Watson there as well. And Jesse Bates at free safety, Jimmy Ward at strong safety. Younghoe Koo and Matt Ariza are the kicker and punter duo. So pretty decent team. I mean, they have some holes for sure, especially at right tackle, but it's not a bad team. It's just, starting off pretty poorly. And here's going to be a return from Ramos, only getting to the 24. And you see Kyler's stats from last season. Obviously, didn't have the passing numbers that you would necessarily equate to a successful season, but when you add the rushing numbers on, he had a pretty good season. In the second game without Trey Benson here, so we're going to have James Conner starting as the main back here. Here's Conner finding space. Gain of 12 for the first down. And that is absolutely going to be something that the Falcons are going to need to stop here if they want to win this game. It's our run game because it has been consistently good. We're going to go pass here. We're going to go out to Mike Wilson on the zig route of sorts, and he's going to get a broken tackle there going out of bounds to the 39. Great play there from Mike Wilson. In motion, Marvin Harrison will play action. But I just dumped this one out to James Conner, and he's going to keep fighting. Takes a shot, gets 6 yards though. We're going to use this play early. Motion, Tip Ryman, it's his first game back. And here's Marvin Harrison with the play, and he's going to get tackled down by Jesse Bates inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. First and goal. And so far, their defense looking unable to find an answer to anything we're doing offensively. Here's going to be a run. James Conner looking for something, gets nowhere, loses 3 yards as Clark Phillips on the tackle. So second and goal here for the Cardinals here. Motioning Tip Ryman. As the clock continues to go down, we're going to throw this one up. Trey McBride make a play, and he's going to get a grab. What a touchdown catch. I think that's James. Is that James Pierce in coverage versus McBride? I mean, it wasn't terrible coverage. It's just the ball skills aren't there. Who is that? No, that's Walker, actually. He's a decent enough coverage option. He did, like I said, he had good coverage, very tight coverage, just didn't get the hand in there. But we are going to take a 7-0 lead here off of our first drive touchdown from Trey McBride. Just under 7 minutes on the clock remain in the first quarter here. We'll see what the Falcons can do to answer. Dude, honestly, this kicking meter with Aubrey is kind of annoyingly slow, to be honest. Here's a return from Mike Hughes, and he's going to fumble it. It's going to be on the ground, and it's going to be recovered by the Cardinals. A second week in a row with a special teams fumble recovery. Wow. And again, I'm going to have to look because I have no idea who actually caused it. I mean, the second week in a row. Our special teams is looking fantastic. And it was Jalen Thompson again who punched it out. He is a menace. He is a menace. He's so good. Oh my goodness, who recovered it that time? And that looks like that was the rookie Antoine Meander lands on that one. Dude, I cannot tell you how happy I am with the play we've been getting from Jalen Thompson this season. It's been so good. He's been so good. And here's going to be Kyler taking a big shot. Jesse Bates, a great safety himself with the play. Also 2 on that one. Yeah, no, I mean, our safeties have been excellent this season thus far. We're going to go over the middle. Mike Wilson with the catch. He's going to get down to the 13 on his second grab. 40 yards for him on the day. First down. We're going to be thrown it again. Mike Wilson getting his third catch already. Over 50 yards on the day, and it's going to be first and goal from the 1. Bringing in the big guys here, goal line. Offense here. It's going to be James Conner finding a space in the line and getting a touchdown to quickly make this a 14-point game. And I don't know, man. What is happening here? There's a flag. That's actually an injury. It's Walker. Jalen Walker down on the play. He was in coverage versus McBride on the first touchdown. Dude, look how slow this is. It's crazy. And they're going to let Mike Hughes return again. See if he can hold on this time. Cody Simon in there initially, but brought down Josie Joel on that one. So now we will finally see Michael Penix in this offense. And he had a great season last year. And led this team to, I mean, almost a playoff berth, but their defense really let them down. And now they're 0-4, and it seems like everything continues to work against them here as they're now 0, they're down 14-0. Here's to be a run. Bijan breaks one tackle. And Baron Browning gets there to finish off the play. And that's going to be a gain of nothing. They do have a lot of really good players. Obviously, superstar Michael Penix, superstar Kyle Pitts, superstar Drake London, superstar Chris Lindstrom. And then X Factor Bijan Robinson. Here's going to be a handoff to Bijan. And Josh Sweat gets him. Only a yard for Bijan there, as he was in pursuit the entire time. Oh, here's the blitz glitch thing. Here's a pass attempts here for Penix going deep one-on-one to Glenn Barnett, the rookie, who can't bring it in. Garrett Williams with a nice play. Good coverage. And it's going to be a punt for Matt Ariza. Not the way you wanted your first offensive drive to go for the Falcons here. And they have a risk of going down 3 scores in the first quarter here, which is exactly the last thing you want. The first down. It's going to be a play action here. Kyler getting pressure, going to throw it. Try to get to McBride. Well covered, though. Yeah, I probably should have went to Tip Ryman on that one looking back. And this one's going to be a handoff. James Conner. And he's going to get a couple 4 yards there. Caden Ellis had a really good shed there to make us have to adjust Conner on the run. But it's a 3rd and 6 here. We're looking pass. Going out to Conner in the flat. And he's going to get an easy first down spin. Getting him some more space. Breaking a tackle. Fighting for more yardage. Puts Kyler over 100 in the first quarter. And I think we're going to bring Calvin Allen after this one. Give him a little break. We're going to go out to Tip Ryman. Can't bring in his first catch back. It's a good play from, who was that? Number 20. Jimmy Ward on the play. And this one going to be out to Trey McBride, and he's not going to get much, only a yard. Brings up a 3rd and 9. And Falcons defense really trying to hold Cardinals offense back from scoring here. And it's going to be wide open. Marvin Harrison holding on. Jesse Bates with the tackle. Keeps this drive alive for the Cardinals. Calvin Allen in the backfield. This one going to him. It's going to be a run, but well defended. Caden Ellis. Loss of a yard on the play. Yeah, they've actually done a pretty good job stopping our run. I can't really pass a crack toss with Calvin Allen. And he's going to take his speed, and he's going to get the first down. Nice spin, kind of. Get the first down to the 18. And we're going to let this one go to the second quarter, up 14-0 in the red zone, threatening the score again. And, I mean, this looks eerily familiar to week 1, actually, versus Voodoo, Randy Peak's Giants. We kind of started off fast and started off hot. Got a turnover, and I mean, we're hoping that it ends up the same way. We're just hoping that we continue to dominate how we've been dominating thus far. I mean, that is the ideal for us here. First down, James Conner back in, motioning. Marvin Harrison into the backfield now, doing a bunch of shenanigans. We're going to go quick. Calvin. No, that's actually Mike Wilson with another catch. A nice spin, and he fights for the first down. Mike Wilson has been awesome today. It's going to be first and goal. Handoff. James Conner looking for another one. Gets down to the 2. Under 9 minutes to go in the half. Conner in the backfield, heavy set here. And it's going to be a handoff, and that's going to be a broken tackle, but a great defense from Bobby Brown to get there initially. And help from the rest of the guys there. Made the play. That is a really good play from the Cardinals there, or from the Falcons, I should say. So sets us up with a 3rd and goal from the 4. Falcons really wanting to get a stop here. So we're motioning Calvin, Austin. We're going to Nick Bride, one-on-one. He makes the grab, his second touchdown. I think his second catch on the game as well. We just liked the leverage he had. And it's going to be a 21-0 game here. Part of the way through the second quarter. And I mean, if you're the Falcons, you're 0-4. You're already morally just defeated right now, and really looking for something, some sort of spark. And that's a big hit from Buda Baker on the rookie P.J. Jones. And they are gonna come out in an empty set here, and they're gonna try to get something going, anything. He's going to find a man, just can't hit Barnett over the middle. He was open. Penix just a little flustered by how this game has gone so far. 2nd and 10 now. Looking past, it's going to be Penix. Quick one to Bijan, who's still fighting, but gets 6 yards. And sometimes that's really all you need to do, is you need to not worry about getting it all back, getting all the points as fast as possible. It's about getting some momentum rolling. And that's a good catch there. 3rd and 7. It's pressured and sacked. It's Josh Sweat on the stunt play. It looked like he kind of went on a stunt there and makes us a punt again. And Falcons really looking like they're in a bad place here. Why is James Conner on the return? Get out of bounds. Brother, don't. Get out of here. We saw this in Samurai's franchise. This is a weird glitch, I think. With, or maybe it's not even a glitch. I mean, it probably has to be, right? It has to be. It's like when you sub out for some reason. Oh, so why is Ramos? Honestly, we're going to make Ramos the guy in that regard. I just don't understand why it does that, but like whenever you make a sub in the play for your running backs, for some reason, it seems like, for me at least, it's been changing that running back to be a returner, and it's going to be James Conner with a nice play to the 48. Yeah, no, we saw that with Charbonnet in Samurai's franchise. It is going to be a first down pass here. We're looking for Calvin Austin. He has a step, but Tyler just can't hit the throw. It's all right. That is A-okay. Second down and 10. Looking pass, just going to be a quick check down, James Conner. And he's going to get tackled just shy of the first down marker. 3rd and 1. So 3rd and 1 here, 5.5 to go in the half. I mean, they're absolutely looking to stop the interior run here. We're going to hand it off to James Conner on a stretch play. Conner, huge run to the outside of the 26. Great play there. First down from the 26 now. This defense looking absolutely lost. It's going to be a play action here. We're going to finally throw this one. Going to be Marvin Harrison with a great catch on the sideline. Continues this drive. New set of downs here. First down play action. I'm spoiling the play. And we're going to just toss this one. Marvin Harrison, great grab. Again, just loved the leverage there he had versus the defender. And he's a great physical receiver, and we gave him a shot there, and he made the play. And we're up 28-0. Now, if the Falcons take a field goal here, we're in some trouble because they've seen what they can do with 28-3. Obviously, on the other side of that score, but they know they can do it. So we'll see. They have 4.5 minutes still. It's still very early in this game, but they need to start getting something here. Starting with this drive here, they really need to get some points. Ideally, a touchdown. But they just have not found anything at all. They have 0 passing yards right now. And here's going to be a run. Bijan breaking a tackle and finding a first down, and that might be a play to give him a little bit of a spark. It looked like Bijan was going to get tackled for a short gain once again, but he actually breaks off that one and makes a nice play. Here's going to be a play action. Penix looking for something, takes a shot, but gets the ball out to Barnett, the rookie, with the first down. That's a big play, too. He's very fast, utilizing his speed. And here's going to be another run. Bijan going outside. Can't bring him down as Garrett Williams, and Will Johnson takes him down. And the Falcons finding a bit of a rhythm now. And they do have Arian Brown in the backfield. Rookie, he's going to get the handoff. He's going to find space up the middle. Buda Baker shoves him down hard. But another first down run. We'll see if they need to, I don't know, they don't have to run a play here, and they will not. It brings us to the 2-minute warning. But the Falcons are finally finding some sort of momentum offensively here. And they're moving the football very, very smoothly down the field. Just going to throw it quick out of the backfield to Bijan. Nice juke, gets 3 yards. 2nd and 7. We have 2 tight ends in the game here. It's going to be a Bijan run again. Broken tackle, not there. It's Walter Nolan, the reigning defensive rookie of the year, with the play. 3rd and 8. Oh my God, Walter Nolan. Oh my God. And that's a 1-yard gain. I mean, oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys saw that, but holy shit. Let's watch Walter Nolan here. I mean, there's a reason he was the defensive rookie of the year last year and why he is such a good player still to this day. I mean, just look at this get off. Oh my goodness. Absolute insanity. I mean, the way he plants his left foot into the ground and just glides about a yard or two into Penix's sight and puts the pressure on Penix, and he had to throw that one out. Insane play from Walter Nolan, superhuman even. But Younghoe Koo's gonna have to attempt a field goal here. I did not take a timeout, which I should have. They're gonna let this one drain down before he takes it, and it's good. And what did I say? 28-3. Should be a little worried here, but it is gonna be 28-3 Falcons. Finally put up some points here. Dude, James Conner, get off returns. You're not a returner. This is a stupid glitch. 36 seconds, we can try to maybe make something happen. I'm not particularly, like, needing to force anything, but it wouldn't hurt to get a field goal. Marvin Harrison getting an RPO. He has 5 catches. I didn't even realize that. He gets 5 yards there. Second and 5, maybe try to get in field goal range and kind of cancel out their field goal. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Go quick Calvin Austin over the middle, and he's going to find his way down to the 40 with our second timeout used there. Let's go ahead, go 5 wide here. Marvin Harrison on that post could be really good. I mean, he's wide open. And, oh my goodness. Just a bad ball from Kyler. It forced Marvin Harrison to dive out for it. He couldn't bring it in and almost intercepted. Just going to take the quick one. Mike Wilson with another one. We're going to take a timeout there. And now, say we're going to try to get a quick one out of bounds here. I'd say it'd be the move here. That's why we're going to run this play here, motioning Mike Wilson. Just going to go quick. Trey McBride with the catch out of bounds. Gain of 6. We like that one there. We're going to try one more to make this a little bit easier for Aubrey, which actually doesn't even need to be a thing. We don't really need to make anything easier for him, but Kyler's going to take off and get out of bounds with 5 seconds left. And we will take our 3 on a 50-yard field goal attempt here to pretty much make their field goal moot. And 31-3 going into halftime here. I mean, barring a crazy return, we're going to power squib this one. Jones with the return. Nice hit from Simon. And that'll take us to halftime. 31-3. Absolute just pounding on the Falcons right now. And this is the most legit we have looked as a team this year. And, I mean, it is versus an 0-4 team, but we had questions about this team if we were legit. And right now we're showing that we probably have a chance to be. And we see the 1-3 Giants having a really down year compared to last year. Jonathan Taylor just torching the Giants' run defense. And Elliott Folds, the rookie, with only 2 incompletions, leading the way. 24-20 victory over the Giants. And Giants are looking rough right now at 1-4. We see Cleveland Browns 2-2 versus the 3-1 Ravens. Divisional matchup, handoff to Derrick Henry. And he's getting shifty, juking out defenders, and scores a touchdown, 30-17. Lamar didn't have a great game. Von Herron, the rookie quarterback, had to throw a ton there. Oh, and the 4-0 Steelers, the other undefeated team, going against the 2-2 Buccaneers. Baker looking to end the streak. And he's going to throw a one-hander to Godwin. 28-14. Bucks take the win over the Steelers. And the Steelers lose their first one in Tampa Bay. And that leaves I believe just us as the last remaining undefeated team. And I mean, at this point, it looks like that's going to continue and remain. But at the same time, there's still a whole half of football to go. And Falcons do get the ball here. But Kyler's actually had his best game of the season. Penix has only thrown it 6 times. And only for 27 yards. I mean, his successful passes were all on that drive for the field goal. Like, they had a nice drive, but we were able to hold him off. Here's going to be Jones with the return, and he's going to take a shot down to the 27. The Falcons really need to get something here because you really can't start this drive in this half off by punting or giving the football back to the Cardinals without scoring any points. Here's going to be a run. Bijan Robinson trucking through one defender and not finding any more than 3 yards there. And, I mean, they just weren't on the field a lot. I mean, Cardinals absolutely destroying the time of possession at this point, you'd have to assume. Here's a play action. Penix just going to get it out to Van Sumeren for a quick gain of 3. Makes this an easier, more manageable 3rd down. See here in 3rd and 4, if the Falcons can continue this drive, it's going to be a play action here. It's going to find a man. It's Drake London who can't bring it in. Garrett Williams breaks the pass up, and punting here is I mean, I don't know. You're down 28 points right now. Yeah, you're on 33, but you need some momentum to get you going here in this game, and I don't know if I like the call. Like I said, there is still plenty of time, but their defense has not looked good at all. They have not stopped us once. And the only reason we took a field goal is because we ran out of time, to be honest. Like, we have done exactly what we wanted to every single drive to this defense, and we're going to continue. Mike Wilson with a really great game, getting a 1st down. I mean, why is James Pierce in coverage versus Michael Pierce? I don't know. Not Michael Pierce, Michael Wilson. Michael Pierce is a D tackle for the Ravens from a couple years ago. And I mean, it's just been really bad defense from the Falcons. Offense just hasn't had time to get things going. So now they're kind of in a situation. Oh my goodness, big hit there. Loss of a yard. Yeah, the Falcons offense is kind of in a spot where they're forced to try to make big plays, and I don't know. I mean, Falcons defense has done a pretty horrible job here today. Here's going to be a quick one out to Tip Ryman for his first catch of the game and first catch back from being injured. Sets up a 3rd and 4. Kyler did get pressured and took a hit at the end of that one. That's all right. Going pass here. Oh, man, they actually covered everything pretty well. We're going to have to throw this one away. And Falcons come up with a big stop there. I don't know. They covered everything relatively well. I mean, they doubled Marvin Harrison and Trey McBride there. And their edge rushers are very fast. There's Walker back in and was able to contain Kyler from running it. And we're going to have to take a long field goal attempt with Brandon Aubrey. And he's going to knock that one through, and that's why we brought him in. And that makes us up 34-3. It is still a 4-score game, but some 2-point conversions have to happen there. Here's Jones with the return, and he's going to get to the 28. We'll see if the Falcons can get something going again. I mean, again, they've had successful plays, but they just haven't been able to continue the success. So we'll see if they can here. New set of downs. Here's going to be Bijan with a huge hole up the middle, and he's breaking a tackle. Breaking ankles. Makes a big play there, and that's kind of what you need. Bijan's your best player. Getting him involved, the only issue is that time is working against you here. Down 31. You can't only run the football. And here's Bijan. Might prove me wrong. It's Garrett Williams saving a touchdown. That's a great play there. I mean, they're definitely making us respect the run. First down now, Falcons. And it's going to be a play action here, and it's going to be another one to Van Summeren. Similar to last drive, but this one gets to the 18. Falcons finding success like they did on that last drive in the second half for them. Here's going to be a play action. Oh, that's a run. I thought it was a play action. Bijan. Incredible run again, down to the 2. And he's having a great game up to this point. It's going to be first and goal from the 2. It's going to be an RPO swatted down by the rookie, Coleman there. Great play. Incredible play, actually. He doesn't get too much playing time, but that was a good play there. Bijan has X Factor unlocked here. And it's going to be a run. Bijan, easy touchdown, and they finally get a touchdown on the board. And, I mean, that's what they needed. That is really what they needed. And they're going to shrink this lead to 24. It's a 3-score game. Obviously, all 3 of those touchdowns would need 2-point conversions to tie it. But their defense just has to continue because their offense has found some sort of momentum. Their defense is what needs to continue their momentum. Here's Calvin Allen to the 25. But we'll see if that continues or not. Coming out with Connor in the backfield, I form. And we're going to hand this one off to Connor. Look at the space. Big first down for James Conner. Only his 10th carry. We've actually been running it a good bit, or throwing it a good bit today. Part of that is trying to get this passing game to work better, just forcing it to work. And James Conner, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What happened there? Just a terrible tackling attempt from the Falcons defense. Wow. And just when you thought the Falcons may be back in this game, and then their defenders decided to do this. This is Jimmy Ward and Clark Phillips. So Jimmy Ward misses the tackle. James Conner just hesitates a little bit, pushes him by. Phillips was anticipating him to be a little bit further, so he dives, misses, and then Jesse Bates gets blocked by Marvin Harrison, and it's just a touchdown easily for James Conner. And yeah, I mean, that's not good. If you're the Falcons, there's not much to say. That's kind of how the season's been going for them, it seems. Miscues. Is they're a good team. They have great players on this team, but a lot of miscues here leading to this being such a blowout. And here's Jones with the return, finding some space, gets to the 33. And Falcons, the Falcons fans in attendance are booing, I guess. And Bijan's had a great game, 10 for 82 and a touchdown, also getting some receiving work. But I think the defense is willing to give up some of these runs a bit more than the passing at this point, just because, you know, they need to kind of throw it to get back into this. Here's going to be a handoff. Bijan not really getting much, only a yard. Mac Wilson on that one. Second and 9, under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. And they're going to go ahead and hand it off again. Bijan trying to find something, breaking 2 tackles. Can't break a third, only a yard on that one. Cody Simon on the play. Yeah, this is where you really need to find something that works. Something that works well, because they have not found success all game long. Penix getting knocked down at the line. Again, just another bat down. This one's Dylan Easley, the rookie, who's having a great season. Going against the elite Chris Lindstrom. And again, them punting here is just, I don't know. That feels like they're accepting defeat. Sure, it's a 4th and 8 in your own field side of the field, but still, I mean, and there's still a lot of game left. I understand that, but you're down 31. Like, it feels like they're just accepting that this game is over already. And maybe it is. You know, maybe it is, but I mean, I don't know. The lack of effort, the lack of fight from the team as a whole, not just the players, but the coaching staff as well. It's a little bit pathetic. It's not how Coach Salami would coach these guys. He would want them to fight to the last breath. Doesn't matter. The opponents, and again, tackling issues showing up there for a little bit of that play. It's going to be 3rd and 7. We'll see here. The Falcons can get off the field here. We're just going to throw out James Conner. And he's going to break off a tackle. Not fully. AJ Terrell makes the play. 4th and 1. And we're actually going to have Ryan Stonehouse punting it here. That's a first on the game. And we're going to let this one go till the very end of the play clock here. And Stonehouse going to get this one away. Barnett on the return. The rookie brought down quickly at the 28. And that will end the 3rd quarter. So Falcons down 31 points here. They are in panic mode at this point. If they're going for a win, which in my opinion, you should always try to be fighting for that win until it's physically impossible. And maybe they think it is. Maybe it is physically impossible at this point. But, I mean, anything can happen. They just need the fight. He's thrown it deep to Drake London, trying to make a play. Incomplete. Garrett Williams and Jalen Thompson in on the play. I mean, that's not really the best way to go about it. Just throwing it up and to double coverage and hoping. I mean, sure, sometimes you need your best players to just make those plays, but there's going to be a quick one, Drake London. That's what you really have needed to do. Just let your guys get the ball quick and see if they can make some plays, break off some tackles. Forcing a play down the field. And this defense is playing the deep passes. Not really what you want to do. Here's Bijan with the run, breaking a tackle, and another. Gets the first down to keep this drive alive. But once again, you have to wonder, I mean, this team doesn't seem to have much hurry to go down the field and score. And here's to be a run. Bijan again. Will Johnson, great tackle there. Only 2 on that one. Yeah, you really have to wonder about the effort that this team is bringing here. And you're a little concerned if you're a Falcons fan, Falcons organization member, on maybe the coaching. Here's going to be a quick throw before he could get hit. It's Kyle Pitts. And there's a flag. No, it's an injury. It's Jake Matthews down on the play there, starting left tackle. Brings up a 3rd and 12. And again, it seems like nothing's going right for this team here today. Or this season, mind you. But yeah, it's been a rough performance here from this Falcons team. Feels like their team has not really wanted to play here. Here's be a quick one. Kyle Pitts wide open. And he's going to get, maybe, is that his first catch? That can't be. I don't know, but he gets the first down, and they're going to continue their drive here. They're doing 3 tight end sets, which is very interesting. Under 8 minutes to play here. And they actually don't have Penix in. They have a backup Bradley in. I wonder if Penix had an injury himself. It looks like he did. Unless he's getting, I mean, he didn't play. He hasn't played horribly. It's just he hasn't had the chance to make any plays. Here's going to be a run. Bijan, look at all the space. Jalen Thompson saving the touchdown. Bijan again looking to score. I mean, he's got to be over 100 at this point, right? Penix is back in the game here. Here's a pass attempt. This could be Kyle Pitts with the catch and touchdown. Oh, my God, Jalen Thompson. We're not going to talk about what happened there, but he's fine. He's walking. His legs are perfectly supposed to bend that way. But, I mean, the Falcons getting some sort of offense here. But, again, I mean, under 7 minutes to go. You're down 24 again. Sure, you're still in this. But the lack of fight early really concerns you. Ramos gets to the 29. And at this point, I think we're going to take James Conner out. We're going to bring in Calvin Allen. And it's going to be a handoff. James Conner finding 5. That will be his last one of the game. 2nd and 5. And this one's going to be a toss out to Calvin Allen. Well defended, though. Very well defended. It's going to be a loss of 7. Devin Bush there on the play. And it's going to be a 3rd and 12. And we're just trying not to make any huge mistakes here. It's going to be Calvin Allen with the screen, setting up the blocks. Calvin Allen, look at him go. He's going all the way for a touchdown, Calvin Allen. And that's probably going to be it. That's going to end it there. You'd assume it has to. Calvin Allen's so fast, and the blocking is so good there from the lineman. I mean, yeah, 48-17. Once again, down 31 points. It seems like that has just been consistent for this Falcons team today. I think now you're kind of out of this one with just over 5 minutes to go. And Hughes gets it to the 23. And it really all started on the first play of the game. That forced fumble from Jalen Thompson just completely shifted this game and turned it on its head, and it completely just made this game the way it is. And there's a quick one to Schoonmaker, backup tight end. 2nd and 8. They're still fighting. Obviously not a lot of time left in this one. This is going to be Kyle Pitts with the catch. 1st down. And they're just trying to get some sort of confidence back. But again, you have to really question on just the decision making here. And here's Bijan with another run. And there's another injury. And this one's Josh Sweat. And I don't want to see that at all. He's a very important part of this defense here, and injury there is not good. Here's going to be Bijan running outside. Look at all the space. Bijan Robinson going to take it all the way for a touchdown. I mean, he's again, the only good player. We're going to let Jordan Birch finish this one out, but Bijan has been obviously amazing this game. He probably would have tore us a new one if it wasn't for how this game started. Made the Falcons kind of feel like they had to pass it more often, and then they kind of just resorted to the run again. And now they're just going for an onside kick just now. It is recovered. Taj Washington. And that's a late hit. But whatever. Not going to call that. That's fine. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's a really... Oh, my goodness. Look at the space for Calvin Allen. This Falcons defensive line is not doing any favors for their... I mean, that has really been the story, is this D-line for the Falcons has not given them much hope today. Here's Calvin Allen. Nice sidestep. Takes a shot from Jesse Bates. But, I mean, I don't know. Look, it's just all the space in the world. And we're just going to continue running. Calvin Allen breaking enough of a tackle there to get the first. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. But we are going to be heading to 5-0, which I did not expect. I thought we would have had at least a loss or two at this point. And it certainly has felt like we should have in multiple games. I've mentioned this multiple times, how I feel like this team is somewhat fraudulent at this point. But I don't know. It's maybe not fraudulent anymore. We're gonna just dive. We're gonna slide down. I don't really want to score again. I just don't want to. I don't want them to get any points anymore at this point. We're just trying to get out of here. No injuries is the goal. As we are at 2nd inches here, just gonna give it to Kyler. Fall forward for the first down. And now we will just take our knees here. Yeah, I mean, they have no reason to take any timeouts here. If they do, we are scoring. Let's have to just take one more. Probably didn't need to take one more if I timed it better, but that's okay. We were going to get out of here with a win, 48-24. Obviously, a lot of those points for the Falcons came in garbage time, to be honest. So did some of ours, but we get the win. Finished the game with at least 300 yards passing and no interceptions. Just got that achievement, so that's cool, I guess. But yeah, I mean, very disappointing game from the Falcons. I mean, obviously the Falcons aren't great, but wow, just a horrific performance from the Falcons. I didn't think they were going to be bad. They were. I mean, Kyler Murray had his best game of his career, possibly. He was awesome. Penix wasn't bad. It's just he didn't get a lot of chances to throw it. Bijan, obviously, almost 200 yards. Broke off a bunch of tackles there. And, I mean, he was great. He was the only thing good about this offense today for him. James Conner, also fantastic today. Calvin Allen looked good as well. Michael Wilson looked really good today. Marvin Harrison looked good. Trey McBride had 2 touchdowns on 4 catches. Yeah, and we also Calvin Allen screen 72-yard touchdown. We really did hold Kyle Pitts in check till like the very end there. Most of his catches were in that last quarter, if not all of them. And then Drake London had 1 catch for 7 yards. Glenn Barnett had 1 catch for 16 yards. We really held them in check there. Yeah, I mean, Josh Sweat had a solid game. Obviously, didn't get any interceptions, but they're going to give that to Budda Baker. That's crazy. Budda Baker might win Defensive Player of the Week again. That wasn't Budda Baker who forced that out. That was Jalen Thompson. I'm going to recognize it. They're not going to give it to him, but I mean, Budda did have a great game too, but no, that was completely that was definitely Jalen Thompson. I went back and checked. He punched the ball out himself. Just so happened that while he was doing that, Budda Baker was there tackling him. Dylan easily gets an upgrade. And so does Tip Raymond. Which, for medium route running is interesting. We'll take it. And yeah, I mean, we're going to continue as the only undefeated team at this point. Yes, we are. We're the only undefeated team left here in the NFL. And we are on a bye next week. So we will pick back up with week 7 against our division rival Rams here. And we will see the rookie Corey Burrell. And it'll be very interesting. But thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.